Hey, tomorrow's the 4th of July. Today is the day before that, and so let's go. That's right. Tomorrow's 4th of July. Today we're talking all week about freedom, freedom that we have. And as we're going to talk about tomorrow, and you're going to hear the 4th of July, our freedom as Americans came because of a battle, right? There was a war that was fought. There was blood that was shed so that we could be free. Difficult. That's the bad stuff, man. That's the difficult stuff. But we get to enjoy this freedom. And it's the same with us as believers in Jesus. Jesus went to war and bled and died for us on that cross to give us forgiveness, to give us life. That's the ultimate freedom that we got at great cost to him, his very life given for us. That, again, shows us how much he loves us and how much he is with us. And here's the thing, like, we embrace that. We say, I am forgiven, I am free. And just like in the Revolutionary War times, 1776, right, they signed the Declaration of Independence, but the Revolutionary War took a long time after that. Many more battles, many more conflicts, because let's just face it, tyranny or oppression, in our case sinful, the devil and sin and all of that doesn't want to go down without a fight. Okay, so there's this struggle, there's this war within us. And Paul lays it out. Here it is, Galatians 5:16 and 17. He says, "But I say, walk by the Spirit, and you will not gratify the desires of the flesh. For those desires of the flesh are against the Spirit, and the desires of the Spirit, they are against the flesh. These are opposed to each other to keep you from doing the things that you want to do." So here's the thing. Here's the thing. We often try to make those things compatible, don't we? We want what we want, and so we try to baptize it, we try to dress it up and make it godly. And Paul is saying, yeah, there's just some stuff that's not. Like for example, for a husband to cheat on his wife, or a wife to cheat on her husband, that's again the reason for that. The root cause would be, again, a desire that someone would have to be loved, to be whatever. They're not getting it in their marriage, and so they go. Or someone who says, you know what, I really want all of those things, but I don't have money, so they I don't know, they rob a bank. I mean, that's very extreme, but maybe they cheat on their taxes. Maybe, again, there's a right way and a wrong way, and he's saying they're in opposition. They're in opposition. And what God is saying is, he's going to take care of us. He's going to give us the things that we need, the love that we need, the forgiveness that we need, the significance that we need, all of those things, a sense of well-being and contentment and all of that. He's going to give that to us. And the problem is when we say, no, I'm going to take control and I'm going to get this by whatever means is necessary, And man, some people might get hurt, but you know what? I deserve it. Again, that's opposed to the work of the Spirit, because the Spirit is saying to love others. Love your neighbor as yourself. We heard about that yesterday. That's what the Spirit does. And so here's the key, and I want you to pray about this today. I want you, in your worship time, you're saying, Lord, help me to walk by the Spirit. And here's where we get this wrong, and I do it too. And I realize, looking at this, that the image there is that I'm walking and the Spirit's with me. So often we treat the Spirit like sort of like the emergency thing that you pull in the building, pull in case of emergency. You're not pulling that all the time. The fire hose that's in the glass thing, break in case of emergency and get it. He's not just there for emergencies, but with us all the time, guiding each step, each thought, each desire, weighing it, saying, okay, is this from God or is this from the devil? Is this from your own flesh, your own kind of base desires and instincts and the things that you want? Or is it something from God that's awesome, that's going to be beautiful? Because it's going to be real clear what those are. And I think sometimes when we go, well, that's kind of a gray area. Well, I think a lot of times, 9 out of 10, maybe even more than that, No, it's me trying to change it and fix it and distort it to fit my thing. So let's be praying about this, because it's such a difficult issue, man. And I want you to have the freedom, I know God does as well, to love, to serve, and again, to live as His children. How awesome is that? Let's go with that kind of freedom today. So we'll see you tomorrow. Hit that subscribe button, share this with somebody, and tomorrow's 4th of July. And so we're going to be celebrating independence, and even more importantly, as our freedom as believers in Jesus. See you then.